Hey there, this is Ben, and I just wanted to do a quick review of the Nitto Trail Grappler 37 by 11.5 R20 tires. So these are on my 96 Dodge Ram 3500. I went with this size. Being a dually, I didn't want too much tire sticking out the back side. And already, as you can see, I mean, there's quite a bit of extra tire poking out back there. I really need to put fender flares on this thing. And that's something that definitely will happen, but my original tire choice was going to be the Nitto Exo Grappler, which come in a 37 by 13.5 R20, and you can just imagine, I mean, with the extra back spacing required, you know, I mean, these things would probably be sticking out another couple inches on each side, and that would just be a bit too ridiculous. But I have to say, I have been pleasantly surprised with these tires. I really wanted something with a much closer tread block, as this is a daily driver in a city, and I really don't need this much knobby tire. I mean, when I do get out in the bush, or you know, I'm cruising around in some deep snow or something like that, this will be nice, but pretty unnecessary for the bulk of my driving. The one thing that has actually been quite a pleasant surprise with these is with this tread block sort of lugs out the side. When you're driving a truck like this in a major city, you come into contact with sidewalks and curbs and little medians and islands and all sorts of stuff. I mean, there's just so many times where I'm driving this truck and there's maybe just 6 inches on each side of it to try and stay in a lane. So you know, it definitely does come into contact, as you can see here, but I will say I do kind of appreciate having that extra meat on there, because I think that really does go a long way to sort of protecting the sidewalls from getting worn out. I would say my biggest complaint with these tires is probably that they have a pretty rough ride. Being a load range E is, and also such a small sidewall with the 20-inch rim, definitely makes for a bit of a stiff, uncomfortable ride. I really did not need 20-inch tires. I could have pretty happily stuck with just the stock ones and had them powder coated, and but the thing is, I did want to go with 37s, and this is pretty much price of admission. If you want them, you got to go with 20s. I think you can squeeze 35s on some smaller rims, but the dually rim world has very limited choices in terms of rims that are wide enough and have the proper back spacing. With these ones here, this is a very unusual size. I've never seen another tire that's a 37 by 11.5 wide. There might be some out there, but I've got a pretty comfortable amount of room in there. I could maybe squish on a 37 by 12.5 if I had to, but you know, based on my experiences with these tires so far, I would most likely get them again. And like I said, if the Exo Grappler ever comes out in this size, I would transfer over to that with extreme likelihood. Overall, I have been very happy with these tires. They've only got about 10,000 kilometers, which is about 6,000 miles on them, and you can see they're starting to round over a little bit, but basically still looking brand new. They're very expensive, so I am hoping that they last for quite a while. And I will also say the thing that I've been most pleasantly surprised with is how quiet they are. Like, compared to driving around in a bogger or a TSL, or you know, any sort of luggy sort of mud tire, I mean, these things are just unbelievably quiet. You know, and especially having 6 of them, there's times where I'm driving right alongside some sort of median or a wall or something, and I can just barely hear a bit of it. But with this noisy diesel, I mean, I really don't hear anything in terms of tire noise, which is actually kind of nice. So anyways, that's about all I have to say about these. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know, and have a good day.